All right, step number 6, or tip number 6, dictionaries. Right, here's a situation. You will hear that as a parent if your children are in school or if you're homeschooling, you'll have come across this. Oh, you need comprehension, you need to read with comprehension. The child is reading but doesn't have comprehension. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. It's not just children. I work in a corporate world and I can have daily examples of adults who are reading without comprehension. It's all robotic. It's all automatic. There's no understanding, PowerPoint presentation to a whole group of people and people are like, yeah, they're nodding and all this, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess. There's loads of acronym, abbreviations. There's no understanding. But, nobody says anything. And I'm sure many people who work in such environments have experienced that. But how do you achieve comprehension? How do you achieve comprehension? What does comprehension mean? Comprehension means understanding, having clarity. If you're reading something and you don't understand it, well, evidently there must be some word that is not understood. It's a simplicity. Or the sentence is completely written wrongly, like with bad grammar. So you can't understand it. But assuming the grammar is correct and the sentence is written properly, the only way you can fail to understand something is there must be some word that you don't understand. So let me give you an example here. Let's just say you have a book. So I'm going to use a phonics book. And just a simple sentence, right? Here you go. You have to do actions on this. Here you go. It says the puppy has a special piece of rag. It's got a little sentence here. The puppy has a special piece of rag. Okay. Now let's assume the reader doesn't understand special or doesn't understand rag. How are they meant to get comprehension? And that's why a dictionary is necessary. And don't go thinking that it is only the big words which are not understood, because 45% of the spoken or written words in the English language are actually the small common words of the English language. That is the word to, down, up, of, off, with, on, all the small words. About 100 of them make up about 45% of all spoken or written English. And did you know that, for example, the word to, T-O, has over 20 meanings in a dictionary? Altogether, those 100 small common words probably share around 700 definitions. And do you honestly think that everybody knows the definitions? I happen to have studied the definition when I was a teenager, because so not that I remember all 700, but I know that they're there. So to assume that the person knows what the word the means, what does the word a mean? What does of mean? Even ask yourself as an adult, could you give the 20 meanings of the word to? Can you give the 7 meanings of the word the? See? I'm going to do several posts on that subject of the small common words because that's the whole topic. But what I'm trying to say here is when you're teaching to read, you have to use dictionaries. And when you want your child to have comprehension, once it can read using phonics, if they don't understand, then there's a word that they understand. So find out what it is. Ask them, what does that word mean? Do you understand what that word means? Don't have them guessing. Do not ask them to guess. This is my next tip.